So it should pull up. I'm hoping that.
Yeah, I saw the link.
Okay.
So how about the sound? Give me a second. I need to see if I can hear myself talking. Okay, I can hear myself talking. So okay, and everything is good.
Okay. So we have sound, we have video, we have a target number,
Uh-huh.
we have
Yeah.
another week. So uh, strange things are happening. Let's get this going. So
Mm-hmm.
so today's who picked today's target?
Uh, it's actually me. Just a regular practice target.
Oh, that's not it. Where's
Oh, it's not it. It's not it.
where did you post the target or the Google document?
Okay, I'll post it again. In the general channel. See if you can see it.
Yep, got it. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so how many participants? One, two, three, four. Chatbot GT. You know, if chatbot ever drops out, we're in trouble. Okay, so this is yours.
Yeah, this is my data. I don't know what I get from this. It's just I just keep drawing concentric circles, and is it a vortex or something? I don't know. But to me, it feels that there is depth. There is depth to it. Like maybe I'm seeing something from high above, and I'm looking down into a valley, and at the center point is the lowest part of this land, and yeah, maybe I don't know how to make of it. Yeah, just some random drawings.
So
And the next page,
what is?
again, I didn't get much data from this, and I actually stopped here because I would probably call it an LL break, because I thought that if I keep working on this, all I will get is just pure noise. So I start probing the target. But the last thing I perceive is smoke or vapor, and yeah, a feeling of being in the air. And to me, it looks whitish. But I don't even know whitish is the is the correct word here, because whenever you think of vapor or smoke, you associate the color with white. So it could be just a pure imagination. Yeah, I don't want to give pure noise data, so I just stop my session here.
That's actually pretty good because when I started mine out, I had uh, I had strange energy and I had this what I thought was a waterfall, and I thought it was like
Mm-hmm.
like Angel Falls,
Mm-hmm.
where you had a flat landscape and then this sheer bluff, and then it was like falling. Anyways, it was the other impression I got was like a fort, a war relic
Mm-hmm.
military, and there's a tunnel system
Mm-hmm.
underneath, caverns, storage, and I couldn't quite get a feel for it. But yeah, that whole your whole aspect of the smoke and a manufacturing factory. I mean, I totally got that. And this energy and then the area that you were talking about, I'm totally picking up on that too. It was kind of a weird feeling. Yeah, so I mean, our data is a lot alike. That's pretty cool.
Oh, actually, I feel great after hearing you saying that, because just by looking at my data, I don't think I can. Yeah, I would probably call it a failed session. But anyway, I just accept what I did on this.
Right, right. Okay, so who's this? First impression, a quick flowing motion followed by a sharp curve downward. Who is this?
Oh, this is chatbot.
Go chatbot. Let's wow, look at that. He's a sense of vastness, openness, and motion. This could relate to something expansive, Possible natural involving travel and movement. Smooth, rough in some places, fluid-like, possibly metallic, cool to neutral, with some warm patches. Colors
Mm-hmm.
blue, white, gray, hints of green and brown. Wow, I tell you what, he friggin' picking up on everything that I picked up on.
Uh, I, I would say forget about it. Chatbot, they always give you responses, whether it makes sense or it doesn't make sense. They just give you outputs. Yeah, you give it an input, then it will certainly give you an output, no
Yeah.
matter what. Even though he didn't perceive any data, he still produce data for you. That's what AI does.
A remote landscape, possibly space, high altitude location, or expansive area. Scientific or exploratory aspects. Energy or movement. Possibly elevated. Yeah, I got that. Potential targets, high altitude structure, space related, aerial environment, natural yet remote location. I got that. Clear view of the sky. That's pretty cool. God, he's getting better. So who's this?
Oh, this is geolocation. It's not
Oh, okay.
related to this target.
All right.
And okay, Dark Souls data is yeah, it's just between my data and your data. I'll just read it. It's just a line of words. I see something old and working like a manufacturing factory, or it can be a secret army camp. I have a feeling. Yeah, this is the message I get from Dark Soul.
So he was thinking it was a possibly a
Like
military as well.
yeah, a manufacturing factory,
Yeah.
or it can be a secret army camp. That's the description he used. I would say, yeah, basically man-made structures and human activities, and possibly some gizmos and equipments, and yeah, and military feel to it. That's why he describes this target.
That's pretty good. So what? Who picked the target?
I picked the target. It's just from again. It's from far side.
From
It's
far
one
side.
of the target in their target pool.
Okay, so it's just a target from the target pool. This is gonna be
Yeah,
cool. I'm kind of excited
it's,
now.
it's it's just a yeah. It's not something extraordinary. Just a random exercise. But yeah, even though it's just a random exercise, it is still good for amateurs or beginners like us.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay, now I'll is actually from target pool C and target 189. So I'm now going to click on the oh okay. I'm now going to pass the target information and at the bottom of this Google document
Okay.
target reveal. So this is the target.
Huh. It was a military. It
Hmm.
was a military base. What do you know? And there's the smoke that you were talking about. Look at that.
Uh, yeah. In yeah. Speaking of small, yes, there are smalls in the picture. So I would say I would consider partially relevant, but obviously I didn't hit the target because the data I get is just so little to make Google to
Right. I mean, you didn't have a lot of data for the target, but the data that you had, like the smoke and the vapor, was definitely there. The whitish.
mm-hmm,
Um, I hit the target on several things. It was a fort, war relic, military. There's a bluff there.
hmm.
There's a tunnel system. There's storage. There's cavern. I mean, everything that I had here. Uh, what I didn't pick up was the water, the
Yeah, the
ocean.
expensive water.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what,
So
everything else was there. The tunnel system and the fort, the war relic. That's the strange energy. Then you picked up on the strange energy. And then what did run by Dark? What was Dark Souls?
actually, Dark Souls data is quite good, I would say, even though it's just like me, not enough data to make out of it. But
Right.
yeah, working like a manufacturing factory, or it can be a secret army camp. Yeah, but usually when we consider words like manufacturing factory or secret army camp, we know it's just two high level terms. So we break these terms down to the very basics, like human activities and man-made structures and yeah, and a military feel to it. Yeah, things like that. So if you consider only the basic elements to from the basic information from his description, I would say is quite good, but still not good enough
No,
to
it,
nail the target,
right.
because obviously the one main thing is the expensive amounts of water, and no one pick that up, but we should be able to pick that up.
It's so funny. There's a bluff right across the water. So what I thought was a flat, dry area was actually a
Mm-hmm.
water, and the bluff
Mm-hmm.
over off in the distance that was definitely there. So yeah, I did not see the water.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing. That was a good target actually. Um,
And I'm not reviewing Chatbot's performance. I would say didn't hit quite well. Although several aspects of the descriptions matches the target, but considering the signal to noise ratio, I would say it's not so good.
no, I mean
Yeah,
he
for
gets
ideogram, immediate feeling, sense of vastness, openness, and motion. Yeah, that part is good. And but moving on, yeah,
you're right,
mechanical movement is also spot on. But no water, no expensive amounts of water.
right.
And what else?
Large open space, central structure, sense of movement, elevated
Some
perspective.
some words, yeah, some words I do like. Feelings of curiosity, exploration, and observation. And yeah,
Definitely got the elevated perspective. I didn't think about that. So wherever they took the picture from was elevated. So
yes, it is true. It is true. So feels fast and possibly elevated.
yeah,
Well, actually, okay. After second thought, I would say, mm, kind of good, but I just don't know how to explain that. Can can chatbots, can AI systems really do remote viewing? I just don't know.
well, see the
And even if they do, I don't understand why.
the deal is the chatbot's putting bunch of information out there. A lot of it doesn't apply, but some of it does apply, which is what happens when you have a large amounts of data. I
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
as chatbot progresses, it's going to get better at it. I don't think until there's a breakthrough, I don't think it's going to be a massive hit every time. I think it's just going to dance around the outskirts of the target. I don't think it'll ever.
yeah, yeah. I agree with you on that. Oh, speaking of that, I just want to bring out a question, and because I have been thinking about it especially recently. Uh, in what do you think? Uh, these advanced civilizations from other planets, they do remote viewing. I don't believe they do remote viewing just using labor, human labors like us. They probably have developed advanced and systems and even incorporated with computers to do future forecasting work, or yeah, this kind of job.
When you say advanced civilizations, I mean, what do you mean?
I mean aliens. Yeah. How do they? For example, how do they predict the future? And I have heard from the aura that he used to have a dream like he was on a spaceship and he saw and she saw a big monitor just floating in the sky, and she she was told that these aliens they use that monitor to observe what people are doing on planet Earth. But there we don't see web cameras everywhere in our environment. We don't. Yeah. How do they do that? I wonder.
One
So
of
I will. Mhm.
one of the TV shows that I watched recently, I think it was Three Body Problem. One of the TV shows talked about how um, every electronic device we have, every
Mhm.
single one is monitored. Every single one
Mhm.
has access points. If an alien civilization wanted to come in and observe us, we
Mhm.
have millions.
No way to hide.
There's no way to hide. So they can watch anything, anywhere, anytime, and they wouldn't even have to try. And that's not even counting the psychic powers. I mean, if an alien civilization does have psychic powers, we have no way to defend against. Well, most of us have no way to defend against us. Some of us are just
Yeah.
we're naturally annoying, and a lot of the aliens don't like to deal with us because, well, I'm just incredibly annoying from what I've been told.
Uh huh.
Um, so if they're telepathic and I come into the room, I feel like I'm very annoying. So if there's an alien civilization that has AI, then
Uh
yeah,
huh.
the AI is monitoring everything we do.
Uh
If
huh.
if there's
Yes.
hey hey, if there's an actual AI civilization, then they have access to everything and they know everything. I mean, we give them everything.
So they probably already have developed such systems, and we are just at the very beginning of doing the same stuff.
Right.
He's ready to draw.
Oh, okay. So we have one more participant. He's getting ready to.
Yeah, my brother gonna remote view his first target. A contest.
Awesome. We have a live remote view contest. So all you need to do is just put out some, basic descriptors. What does it feel like? What does it smell like?
Mm-hmm.
So just go ahead and give it a shot. So if you were standing at the target, what do you see?
Which target?
Seven
Did
here.
I give you a target number?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 79334871.
I thought
So write down
7 9
three
3
three
3 3
four
3
four eight
4 8
seven one.
7 1. Dit is jouw target, Robin. Oké.
So
Dus concentreer op de target, op die nummertjes en
so this is a live.
use the senses to what you feel and
Well, no, do it.
you
Do it
don't
the.
have to be afraid to make a mistake. You can just
Yeah, there's no
yeah.
mistakes. So just imagine you're at the target, and
Mm-hmm.
then just what does it feel like? Is it warm? Is it cold? Is it hot? Is it? I mean, tell me your immediate how it feels. That's all I want to know. Is how does it feel?
Uh,
How does that number feel?
Yeah. Just don't
The-
don't don't overthink. Just
yeah, the first thing that pops into your mind.
yeah.
cold.
Usually is the best.
Yeah, he said cold.
Okay, write it down.
Okay. Cool.
Cold opschrijven, cold. Okay. Behind it, after the numbers. Yeah, just on the paper somewhere. That's maybe
Yeah.
the problem. Yeah. I will do this. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, what time of day?
Night. Okay.
Okay. Uh, so if you were to stand there and look straight ahead at the target, what would be the first thing that would impress you? What's in front of you? And just the first thing that pops into your mind. Is it big? Is it small? Is it round? Is it square?
It's white. I think white.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think maybe a simple remote viewing template from Dasmith could be of some help here. Yeah, sensory impressions. You can describe sounds, textures, temperature, colors, luminescence, smells, taste, and dimensions. Yeah,
Right.
just
And just
these kind of
sim
aspects, sensory impressions.
right. Simple impressions is what you're looking for.
Yeah, writing down adjectives and yeah, whatever you come up with is good. And don't try to overthink, because when you start thinking, that's when you start castle building and producing lots of noise and useless data. So don't think. Remote viewing is intuitive.
It's basically the first thing that pops into your mind. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
what it is. It's the first thing that pops in your mind. So if you're looking at the target number, and we ask
yeah,
you, what do you smell? What's the first thing that pops into your mind?
Maar ook als je, even if you see something, Robin, in your mind and you don't know what it is, you can draw it, what you think it is. It's
Exactly.
like, yeah. So, als je ook wat visueel ziet, of een soort hoek of een gebouw of zo, kan het gewoon tekenen wat je ongeveer ziet. Hè? Besides the impressions, you can also draw something that pops in your mind. Okay. So based on smell, right? Yeah,
Sure.
you can smell it. What? Yeah, you just try to use your senses at the target.
Right. So what we try to do is we try to do little nouns, little descriptors. Don't try to think and imagine what it could be. Just tell me what it might smell like. Is it strong? Is it weak? Is it organic? Does it smell like nothing? Is it sterile? I
yeah.
mean,
And if you don't have data, then just skip it. Yeah,
yeah,
don't try to
right.
produce something out of nowhere.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And the other thing
Right.
is colors. It's like, well, do you see a color or not see a color? If you
White, but maybe also see more. White is not really a color. Not. Yeah.
white
Right.
it sure, white's a color.
Okay.
Um, what else? Well, I mean, what else is there? So any other
Like,
any other big impressions? Anything that stands out to you?
yeah, it's black in the background. Okay, it's down. Black in the background.
So,
so
I think
what do you hear?
deze is niet. Deze. Verder wat je hoort. Hoor je daar iets of is er niets gegeven? It's noisy, I would say. Okay, they write out noisy.
So a man-made target? Is this a natural target? Is this an unknown target?
It's natural nature. Like, yeah. There's not much nature, but it is natural. It looks normal.
Okay. All right. So, is there anything else that stands out about this? If you were to stand there with me and look around, what would really stand out to you? So we're going to stand at the target and we're going to look around. What what would make this target special? Are there any?
It's hard.
Yeah, this is remote viewing. But what you have to do is you kind of let the first thing that pops in your mind. I mean,
Yeah,
shapes, dimensions. Yeah.
you are not using your five senses. You are
No,
using your psychic ability to perceive information. So it's hard for not for you, just for you. It's hard for everyone.
it's
Yeah.
very hard for everyone. But what it's called is it's the signal line. The data's out there. We just get little bits and pieces of the data. So, like I said, if there's a shape that stands out or something in particular that pops out with this particular target.
Yeah, it looks like a tomb. There's one tomb there. I
Uh,
don't know. It's a cross.
oh,
Okay.
he's friggin' right. Uh, okay, well, I'll tell you what. Do you want to see what the target is?
Yeah, but I have to be really close.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me fix this so you can see the target. Um, 1 second here.
He wants to show me the.
Okay.
I'm going to show you the target. Let me blow it up so you can see it really good.
Okay. Okay.
That's Cuba, Havana Harbor, and
Yeah, he was right about the white and the black on the background.
he's also right about the cross. If you look right near the pagoda, there's a cross. Well, it's not a cross; it's a telephone pole, but there is an actual cross right there in front of the camera.
What?
He
The
lit it.
crush.
He saw the cross.
Wow.
That's pretty good for a
It's
first time, man. I tell you what.
what?
Okay, that's pretty
When,
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
when he described the colors, he used white and black, and he also perceived the target to be somewhat noisy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and it's a
so I would say this kind of descriptions pretty much matches the real target. So
it does.
yeah,
For your first try, you did really, really, you did really good.
What? I did, but that is hard because you have to think, but also not think. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
uh-huh.
When you do this, what happens is this picture will pop into your mind, and the picture will be completely wrong. It's what are they AOL? It's an AOL because your brain literally paints this beautiful picture, and it's completely wrong. So you have to write it down on your paper, and then you got to put AOL after it because the picture is wrong, but a part of that picture, a little piece of that picture is right.
Yeah, they call it analytical overlay.
Overlay.
Oh, overlay. Yeah,
Yeah.
analytical overlay. So
So
it's basically just the information, but you interpret it in your mind in a different way, and you start running wild on imagination.
right.
So that's why they always ask remote viewers do not think, because once you start thinking, you are moving in the wrong direction. Yeah, you
Yeah.
cannot think.
Well, and
Okay.
the other thing is castle building. So you start out on the target and you have a piece of data that you think is correct. And then you expand on that idea of, oh, this little piece of data is right, and you expand on that idea and you build this great big picture of the wrong thing. And it's just I do it all the time. It's really hard because you're literally looking at the wrong aspect, and all your data ties up with the wrong aspect. We call it castle building. So it's really tough. But yeah,
Okay.
but
It's really interesting.
we do this contest every week. I mean, you are more than welcome to join in and try this because
If you can generate an invite link, I will invite it in your Discord. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
interested. I
yeah,
probably will be there.
yeah. I'll send him a link and you guys can hook up and that'd be great. Well,
Okay.
all right. Well, that was cool. Then
Thank you.
we've got on the air our first on the air new remote viewer. That's really cool. Hey, I've got a
Yeah,
geolocate. Do you want to try another target real quick? I've got a geolocate target. So just write down
geolocate.
yeah, and it's basically it's
Geolocate.
a target that I picked out that is for a specific place. So just write geolocate number 21.
Yeah.
Dus een
I'm
locatie moet jij nou.
yeah. I'm already. Yeah. Okay. I have to write it.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
So just write basic things. All I want are basic ideas of this geolocate target. So if you can tell me all the same thing, just little nouns of basic impressions.
Yeah. The basic things that coming to mind are buildings, big shuttle. It's green this time.
It's clean.
No, green.
Oh, green.
Yeah. And I'm trying not to think. But it's all yeah. Okay. Smells are weird.
Ja, dus het is een plaatsje, dus ergens zo, maar dan moet je even, ja, je moet dus geolocaten waar je plaats is. Of ja, wat de locatie is inderdaad.
Describe weird.
Yeah, it's hard to. It's a big place. It's hard to pinpoint.
A big place is already something, I guess. Oh.
I think I'm losing it. And I need some help. What can I do more?
So,
yeah, I'm losing it.
Well, that's okay. Just imagine me standing right next to the target, and then you can come up next to me. One of the things that I like to do is I like to imagine that I'm gonna literally go somewhere, and then I will pull you with me to the target. So now me and you are standing at the target. We are side by side, and we are looking at the target. What are we looking at? Just imagine me and you, you're standing next to me, and we're both looking the same direction. It's a lot easier with two people.
I see a tower, but a little bit modern, like it's newer. It's not like an old tower, but a newer tower. But
Ja, ik kan het tekenen gewoon als je niet.
Cool, cool. So what's the if you took a big deep breath, what does it smell like? Big deep breath, just suck it in.
I can't describe. It's paint with the first thing that comes to mind.
Pain?
Paint.
Oh,
Like-
paint. Like, or I call it organic. So you got an organic smell, and that could be kind of like a carbon-based smell. Okay. How about temperature and is it bright? Is it dark?
Warm, koud.
It's cold.
Okay.
Okay.
So, do you have any guess where this is at?
Ja, waar je ongeveer is op de wereldmap, waar je nou aan het kijken bent.
First thing to mind is Alaska.
Alaska.
I think.
No, that's
Yeah.
that's a really good guess. Why?
I don't know. Came to mind first thing.
No, that's cool. Well, I'll tell you what, we got
that's exactly how you do remote viewing. Yeah, you just don't know. You have no idea.
right, and
Just certain words
and
pops up in your mind.
you put your answer down on the sheet and you go with it. And if something else comes to mind later on, then you put that down too. You don't try to make sure that that is the correct answer. You just put the data down. You can always go back and add more to it, but you always
Yeah.
put down what you feel. And I'll tell you what, you're gonna be really surprised when I show you the target. So let me show Lynn the other targets that are the other contestants, and then can you take a picture of your data so we can put it with the rest of the data? So have
Okay,
I will have a picture of it. It's not really good, I think.
let me make a picture of it.
No, I made a tower here, but
Okay, yeah.
I didn't do anything.
that's okay. I
Actually,
just the words and stuff.
uh,
So take a picture of it and then we'll post it.
okay, I will DM it to you, Jeff.
What's that?
Should I post it in your DM or where do you want it?
Where do you want it, Lynn?
Just post it in the remote viewing general channel, and I will pass the image to our Google
Okay.
document.
Yep. And
General
then
channel.
I'll start looking at the rest of the data here.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's uploading.
Okay, so this is
I don't know.
this is the first geolocate target. Who is this, Lynn?
This is my submission.
Okay, so Lynn said a trail patch geolocate, and then he had 3 towers. Building green.
I don't call them towers. I call them elevated
Yeah.
structures. I
Okay.
don't know if it's natural environment or man-made, and these elevated places are connected through something, but
Yep.
I don't know what that something is.
Well,
And it's just the information I get from. Yeah, that's all the information I get from this. I have no idea
well,
where
look at that.
it's
Green
located.
paint, organic smell, cold, Alaska. Gee, that
Oh,
sounds like this data.
no, it's your data. It's your data. I just hear your words and I type it below my data.
Okay. Okay. So that's his data then.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost the same. Also
Oh,
with the tower.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, so what is this? This is
This is chatbot.
this is chatbot.
ChatGPT.
Okay, so static, sense of openness, open large space, rough texture, cool, slightly earthy, fresh, distant ambient noise, slightly metallic, large horizontal space, upright structures, surroundings, wide open. Cool.
I know it doesn't make sense, but we seem to find that AI systems can do remote viewing too, but we don't understand why. So we also ask AIs to do remote viewing for us.
AI gevraagd voor remote viewing.
It doesn't make sense, but we just do it anyway. We give AI the target numbers, and AI will give us feedback.
Oh, yeah. I will try that once as well. This will be interesting.
The funny thing is, it's calling for a landmark, plateau, cliffside, water adjacent, a strong natural element, high elevation, ancient structures.
Yeah, and he also named several places that could be this target location. The first is Machu Picchu. That is the first name came to AI's mind, and the second is I don't know how to pronounce Gilbert. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Somewhere in UK, and the third place could be Table Mountain in South Africa, and yeah, basically some elevated places.
Okay.
Okay.
So now let me show you what the target is.
Uh-huh.
The target is. Uh-oh. I thought I had it ready. Uh, it's on Mars, or I'm sorry, Mars moon. So it's called the Phobos monolith. Now, if you look up
So
on
no one could ever think of that.
no,
It's not on planet Earth.
that's right. It's a geolocate target, and I basically was looking for three descriptors. One is a tall, upright structure. Two
Yeah.
is the atmosphere. The atmosphere is very um, it's got a lot of organic and ozone and other. While it's very, you don't have a lot of atmosphere. You do have a lot of you have the atmosphere that's there is kind of has a lot of. It's a carbon-rich atmosphere and it's got a lot of funky smells to it. And
Yeah.
if you look at Phobos, it's just hammered. And this rock or whatever this structure is a very huge upright structure. So I was looking for a tower. I was looking for
Yeah, yeah.
a large
Power that
structure,
up. Yeah.
open landscape,
Yeah.
and really strange colors because the colors on Phobos is it's a multicolored area. So that's what I was looking for. You know, a lot of even Dark Soul had a lot of elements of this. He had a structure. He had some of the colors, kind of like a dry area. So that is the target. Um,
But it's
Okay.
weird because some things are clearer than the others.
did you guys actually see it? Hold on. Let me make sure you guys actually saw it here. Yeah, there it goes.
I can see it. I can see it.
Okay, wonderful. So that was my geolocate target. So yeah, you did. I mean,
Uh-huh.
you got some of the aspects of it. Uh, I need to I need to figure out who won that one, but
I don't think anyone won that one, but it's so strange that we do have what should I say corroborating data for this one. We will get some elevated structures for this,
yeah, yeah.
including AIs. Even AIs can
AI,
get a feeling that
right? AI
it's
nailed it.
somewhere.
I mean,
Yeah.
the AI guesses were just fantastic. I couldn't believe it.
It's actually kind of spooky. We don't know how to explain this. Really, there is no explanation for how AI systems can perform geolocation and
Yeah,
remote
perhaps the
viewing.
AI won.
No,
It is
I
pretty
won't call it
strange.
I won't call it a win because if you look closely at the data, you will see that it's a mixture of good data and noise. The signal to noise ratio is still not good enough. So it's relevant, but not very very good or applicable for real applications.
Right. Nobody hit it. Nobody hit it dead on, but a lot of people danced around the data. And
Mm-hmm.
that's, as far as I'm concerned, that was a win because of I mean, who's going to guess a rock on Phobos? Nobody's going to guess that it was a rock on Phobos. But it was really cool to see all the data that was kind of dancing around the aspects of this particular rock. I mean,
Mm.
when we do the target of the face on Mars, nobody assumes it's a face on Mars. They always say it's like a triangle, it's like a pyramid, it has energy. So um, there's a lot of targets that we do that are just don't make sense, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see these targets come to light. So do we want to do a nobody got the target, right? So do we want to do a runner-up? How many people participated in this week's contest?
Oh, okay. Excluding you and me is Dark Soul and how do I pronounce this word? Rhizmatist. I hope I am pronouncing your name right. So just two people.
This is
Yeah.
not Christmas, you know. This is my brother.
Oh,
I'm
Rhythmatist.
Christmas.
What's his name?
Robin.
Robin.
Oh,
Okay.
Ravi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Did Manas get in on this?
no, I don't see him submitted any data for this week.
What about Dumbledore? He's
Dumbledore told me that he needs to take a break.
come on, man, you chicken. All right, so let's pull up a random number. So we got two people that tried it.
Yeah, number one is Dark Soul, and number two is Robin. Just do a random draw.
A random number.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me get this.
There's a link to our random number generator. Yeah, at the bottom of this Google document.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull that up right now in Discord browser.
Okay.
Hold
I
on.
got a number.
I can't seem to find my window. Where the hell did my data go? Firefox. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I want. I know what I did. There we go. Can you guys see that? Okay, we got two participants, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Randomorg.com says number one.
Number one. So is Dark Soul winning this target?
Dark Soul will be very happy. We'll have to drop him a line.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. Well, I do appreciate you dropping in and doing that with us, Robin. That was really cool that you did those two views for the contest. That really was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that as well.
Yeah.
I liked it as well.
Well, hopefully next week we can do it again, and maybe next week we can get a little bit closer than where we got, because every week I tell you what, some of these views, sometimes we just knock it out of the park. It's amazing how good we can do. So
Okay. Like the butterfly park.
yeah. Oh yeah, the butterfly park. Oh my God, that was a good one. That was a really good one. So
Okay, so we go. Catch you guys later.
all right, see you, man. Happy birthday.
Yo, thank
Okay.
you.
See you.
All right, Lynn. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that was a good contest, man. So
Yeah. I was worried that only me doing this work alone.
no, we're there.
That's
Everybody.
why when we started live stream, and at 10:30 here, I mean here in Taiwan, 10:30 p.m. when I turn on my computer and I see that no one is online. What's happening? It's the end of the world. We failed. We failed as a community.
It's
No one
funny.
is interested in working on this.
I've got so many people lining up right now to do to have uh, views and stuff done, and it's amazing with all the news breaking and all the people wanting to know more information about all the crap that's going on. It's like, oh my God, the faucet is starting to open and people are coming in and asking questions, and so.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing and a bad thing, because it's a bad thing because I don't have time. It's a great thing because some of this is starting, excuse me, some of this is starting to pay. So I've got people asking me to set up a subscription thing, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like I'd like to do that, but I'd also like to have more remote viewers than just me, because I can't keep up. So we've got to get set up so that we have more viewers and we have more
Yeah.
opportunities
Yeah.
for different people.
Yeah.
Exciting times, man. Exciting times.
Yeah, and also strange times ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt.
Things are going to get very, very, very weird.
Yeah, and hopefully we're ready for it. It's going to be. I know we don't got a lot of time before. Did you hear about the latest on the comet that's supposed to hit in 2030?
Uh-huh.
The chances of it hitting now are up to like 3%.
Okay.
My question is even if it misses, it's a really big rock and it's tumbling. Even if it misses, what are the chances of debris from that rock hitting us? So let's,
Actually, to me, I'm actually not that kind of worried about this kind of question because I know that we have secret space programs and they can pretty much shoot down everything. Yeah,
well,
if something bad is going to happen.
so that's the deal, right? Let's say one of these military bases goes up and shoots a big rock.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't blow it up. I mean, yeah, it blows it up. It blows it up into small chunks. So what's worse,
Mm-hmm.
single direct impact
Mm-hmm.
or thousands of impacts by smaller yet just as deadly rocks? I mean, so if you took 100 by 100 rock,
Mm-hmm.
so it's 100 meters by 100 meters, and you blow up this 100 meter by 100 meter rock that's going, I don't know, 6 miles a second, right? So now this
Mm-hmm.
100 by 100 planet killing rock has been
Mm-hmm.
split up into 10 by 10 meter rocks that are going 6 miles a second, and they're
Uh-huh.
all going to enter the atmosphere at similar times. So you went from one explosion to thousands of explosions that hit the Earth in a much wider path. Which is worse?
Uh-huh.
And the problem is,
I have no idea, but I would assume that those doing this kind of work, they have done the calculations and they do the best they can. So
yeah, well, that's the thing is it would be much, instead of blowing the rock up, it'd be much better to actually attach a rocket to it and just gently push on the rock.
mm-hmm.
That has always been the option. That's always the best. If you've got 5 years, that's what you need to do. You can't blow that rock up. If you blow that rock up, it's still going to hit, and it's not only going to hit, it's going to hit worse. But if you push
Mm-hmm.
the rock out of the way, then you have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully the big brains are working on it and they got this all under control. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, this reminds me of a long time ago. Jupiter
Mm-hmm.
got hit by a comet. The comet broke up
Oh yeah,
before it hit
yeah.
the planet, and the pictures showed after each impact how the atmosphere changed directly underneath the impact. And so these
Mm-hmm.
red dots are scars would just wrap around Jupiter, and it's like, oh my God, that is so cool. That must have been a freaking huge rock, and
Yeah,
it separated into five big chunks, which all impacted and all did just massive damage. And
yeah. I saw that news
yeah,
as well. But it's like when I was still very little, like I believe I was still in elementary school at that time.
so that was what, back in 2005, 2000, when were you in elementary school? How old are you?
36.
Holy moly!
Not young anymore.
Oh no, you're an old man now.
Getting yeah, getting older day by day.
Yeah.
But no worries. Age is just an illusion.
I don't know, man. I wake up every morning and take my old pills, and I complain, and I walk around with a cane sometimes. It's not an illusion for me. It really sucks. But yeah, I got lots of life left in me. So
Mm-hmm.
all right. So do we have a target for next week picked out? I thought I saw somewhere that somebody had a target picked out for next week.
I think Dumbledore messaged me like several days ago that he would like to assign a target for next week for
Okay.
our weekly practice. I don't know what he has up in his sleeves, but I will assume that he will deliver a good target for us.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I know he always comes up with really good targets, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's such a pity that he didn't participate in the contest.
He's busy. He's been putting out a lot of AI stuff, and
Oh, really? I have never heard of him talking about these kind of things.
yeah, I know I've posted a couple things on my YouTube where he makes an AI talk about the data. So he has, bas-
Oh, okay.
yeah, he basically does a lot of
So
my
it,
data stuff.
so it's actually him doing the video editing, not you.
Right? Yeah, he does all that. I have no time.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? I didn't know that.
yeah.
Since when did he start doing this?
Oh God, I think a month ago. And
Oh,
it,
a month ago. Okay.
yeah, so he's been working on this for a while, and I've got a couple lined up that I just haven't had the time to get them onto YouTube yet.
Yeah, because I see that you shoot videos quite often, but you just I don't think you actually have time to do post editing for all of them.
oh no, I've no time. I have no time. I'm seriously, I've got two clients that I'm working for, and then I've got
Mm-hmm.
my normal work, and then on top of it, I got tours that I take, with people,
Mm-hmm.
and so all my time is taken up. I
Mm-hmm.
as much as I want to be able to go back through and edit all my
Mm-hmm.
stuff, I'm really tempted just to go back through and eliminate a bunch of stuff.
But
But
you know what, I really appreciate that Dumbledore did that for you because you really need it, and I don't think you pay him for anything.
it's amazing. I've been trying to give him access to my YouTube so he can just post it himself, or
Mm-hmm.
he can put his data that he wants to put out there on. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with him going through and putting data out there that he wants to put on my
Mm-hmm.
channel because I think a lot of his stuff is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but he hasn't done that yet. So he'll send it to me, and then I'll try to get it on there. The other thing I've been trying to do is I've been trying to. So when he sends me an AI thing about a
Mm-hmm.
target, is I try to put um, a little blurb in the front of it. So I'll try to on my OBS
Mm-hmm.
Studio, I'll try to put a little blurb on it saying this is what
Mm-hmm.
this is. This is when we did it, and my monitor is put this on AI, and thumbs
Mm-hmm.
up, but I'm not really technically good at doing that. So.
Yeah, it's the same for me as well. We are not that kind of tech savvy person.
Well, we'll find somebody who can do it like really quick and show us how to
Mm-hmm.
do it. But yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, anything new and exciting that we need to talk about?
No, I think it's all good for this week.
Okay, so we got who was the winner? Dark Soul. Dark Soul was the winner for the
Yeah.
runner-up contest.
Yeah,
And
I'll talk to him later. Yeah.
okay, he'll be happy to hear that. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Well, I'm going to go feed my chickens and ducks. It was fun,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and hopefully next week will be just as fun.
Yeah. So see you next week. Really looking forward to that.
All
Okay.
right,
Have a
see ya.
good week.